Welcome to the Short Take with Jake. That's me. And Alex.
That's me.
That's my co-host. How are we doing this week?
I don't know.
No? Alright, cool.
Bad, I guess.
I think we need to change the joke at some point.
It's not a joke.
It is.
Not
It
everything's
is to
a
me.
joke.
Welcome to episode 18.
Whoa.
18 episodes. That's so many.
That's almost as many years as there's been.
Yep. Almost. Nice one. Well done. Well played. Do you want to give us an intro, Ditty?
I don't really want to, but I'm contractually obliged to every episode.
I have you at gunpoint.
Yeah,
so.
literally. Yeah, so I guess you're going to edit in the intro now because I don't sing it here. But
yes.
Welcome to the Short Take, hosted by Alex and Jay.
Cool, thank you.
Usually thank you for what you played it.
I know. I'm just thanking myself.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I just like to sometimes remind myself that I'm great.
Yeah.
So, this week we get to watch a film picked by me. Oh, lovely. So this one is called Redhanded.
Yeah.
And I follow a guy on Instagram who has a big YouTube channel, but I don't know what he's called. I only follow him on Instagram.
God damn it.
But he went to Buffer Film Festival a couple of weeks ago, and he posted a bunch on his story of like short films that he'd seen at Buffer Film Festival. This was one of them. One of the other ones is one we'll maybe do next season that we've talked about.
Whoa.
Little tidbit for you there. Yeah, so this was at the film festival. I don't know if it won anything. It seems to have a lot of those, what are they called? The crest things.
No, it's a
the
crest.
lead. Yeah, it's a crest. Yeah, loads of them. Which maybe we'll see if it deserved them. What are your opening thoughts on this?
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
I think the eternal debate comes back. When does a short film stop being a short film and be a sketch, and vice versa?
I would say
me,
this is a short film.
This strikes me as a sketch.
Really?
It really does. I think it's a sketch that wants you to believe it's a short film.
Interesting.
But I think actually it's a sketch.
With a little bells and whistles on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Don't think I agree.
Okay.
I don't think. I think I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And I think if they made a couple of very important changes, it would make it into more of a film.
Yeah.
But I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
With it. The obvious, like the core of the film does happen in one location.
Yeah.
All of the story beats happen in one location. Everything else is just kind of...
I don't like the narration at the beginning.
Okay.
Just because I get what they're going for with it, like bookending. From like the beginning to the end. But like at the beginning it feels like it doesn't have a place.
Yeah.
And it ruins the surprise of him walking through the woods and then just seeing the man.
Yeah. I think because nothing really happens in the first until he stumbles on this guy.
How long was it?
It was 7.5 minutes.
That's impressive. It did not feel like that.
Yeah, it's
like,
very
well paced.
very quick, isn't it? I think that first section of the movie before he stumbles into the clearing, nothing is said and nothing really happens in terms of story beats.
No.
Everything that does happen, it's very quick, like it's dismissed, like nothing comes of it.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Like we're given all this information about this character, but the information doesn't matter.
No, not at all.
It's very interesting.
So I think that you need something at the start. I think the voiceover is an interesting idea, but I think that saying about killing someone is stupid.
Yeah.
Put something else in that is intriguing enough for you to want to continue watching.
Yeah.
But don't make it obvious that it's
feel like
going to be a murder
that's
thing.
the thing. I feel like you could have had it would have been cool, and I don't know how you could have done it, but to have just narration that implies one thing, but then by the end of the film means something else. But it's just like, if you kill a man, you gotta bury him. And it's like, and what does this have to do?
What is that? Is it where it has two meanings? Where it changes meaning? That's the thing.
It's like foreshadowing, but like...
No, there is a specific word, because loads of things do it. I can't think of any specific examples. There's a couple of...
I feel like Fight Club does it a lot.
Yeah, I think Fight Club does do it, yeah. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I think it's a complete waste that you have 3 people run past him at the start and none of them come back.
I see what you mean, but like... I do like the fact that it's like the random guy he finds. I think my issue is there's too many ideas that just aren't fully done. Because
Yeah.
like I like the idea that he like stumbles upon this guy, they have the fight, which I think the fight wasn't great and I think could have been shorter.
Yeah, it could have been a bit
They
shorter.
have the fight and then the reveal is, oh, this guy wasn't a murderer per se. He like did the same thing that this runner did.
Yeah.
And then somebody walks in on him and it's like, oh, it's a cycle.
Yeah, I
and
thought
we're
that
just
was a really fun idea.
But then it abandons that when the guy comes back.
Oh,
And I do like the bit where the guy comes back. I think it's funny. But I think it does ruin the bit before where
it's a
it
cycle.
feels like it's going to be like
Yeah.
just loads of people doing this. I think that's funnier maybe. And I feel like there's a different version of the film where you have the guy come back and that's a whole thing. It could have been an after credits, honestly. Just like him walking in and there's like loads of dead people and he's just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what?
Yeah, what the hitman?
Yeah, but then I
Yeah.
think that walks into sketch territory. But that's the
Yeah.
thing, I do think this feels like a sketch. I don't think
It says in the brackets after the name of the film, comedy crime short film. I don't think it's a comedy or a crime.
it's a
crime.
comedy.
I
100% a comedy.
It takes so long for there to be a joke.
Not necessarily though, because then you have the whole bit where he's running, that bit where he's running through the forest and he's like jumping over the log and everything. It's like slow mo. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but it's
That's like kind of
why?
meant to be funny, but it's
Okay,
not particularly.
I didn't find it funny.
I think
Maybe
it's
that's what it
like
is.
it's really well made, and I think the ideas are good, but there's too many ideas.
Yeah, just cut it back a bit, maybe.
Yeah, I don't. I just think it needed tightening up more than
Yeah.
anything. It's not solid enough of an idea.
Yeah, but I think the core idea is good with like it's a time loop, but it's like different people.
Yeah,
like,
but then
the
that's
loop
not what the
thing.
idea is because then they abandon that immediately.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, I
I
think
do
it's
like
a weird one.
the weird bit of voiceover at the end when it's like when you kill 2 people and you got to dig 3 graves.
Yeah, but
that's quite a fun.
Yeah, it's
line.
fun, but then again, it's meant to harken back to the beginning bit because it's like the same narration.
Yeah.
But the beginning bit, it doesn't mean anything at the beginning, and then
Yeah.
it suddenly means something at the end. It should mean something at the beginning and mean something at the end, but
Yeah.
make it so we don't know what's going to happen at the end. I do think I get what they're going for because obviously we never see the guy speak, right? The like main dude.
Yeah, he says it wasn't me.
He
That's
does
the
say it
only
wasn't
line.
me, doesn't he? But you're led to believe, I feel like, that he's doing the narration.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've kind of found out it's not him doing the narration,
No.
which is cool. But like, it doesn't come to anything.
No, yeah, it's all kind of pointless. I
Yeah.
think I can see a little bit more why you think it's a sketch because there's
Yeah.
no character
No.
in any of it. There's no kind of there's not even any like foreshadowing or callbacks or anything
It's
like
very
that.
YouTube. I feel like the
Yeah.
fight scene's super YouTube to me. There's like
Yeah.
cool moments and cool ideas in there. It's not terrible, but like the bit where he like hits him with the shovel's kind of cool, and like then the
I
camera just
love
spins.
that. Yeah, I love that shot.
But then like, yeah, I don't know. There's lots of bits. The bit where he like rips his trousers, and it's just a really slow mo take of him going, "Ooh,"
yeah, it
and
was
it's like
weird.
I don't know what. Like,
It's very like very low ball humor.
yeah, it's weird.
But I thought it was interesting at least.
Yeah, no. Again,
Yeah.
it's not terrible. It's a bit of a mess. It's a hot mess.
Yeah,
I think that's
it
the best term for it.
Yeah,
it's a
it
hot
is
mess.
a hot mess.
Because it's definitely got a lot of cool stuff going on, and I think all the actors in it are pretty good and they're funny. But like,
Yeah, it felt weird that like to me, I said it already about like none of the runners come back. It felt so weird that like every time someone else came on screen, it was a new character.
that's a good
There was
point.
like
Yeah.
so many characters in
Yeah.
such a short amount of time.
Yeah. Wait, you had 2 runners: the female runner, the main
Him,
runner.
obviously. The
Then you
guy
had the
who's
guy
in the
he
grave
sees.
already.
Yeah,
is
the
dead.
guy in the grave.
The guy who's standing over him.
Yeah.
The explorer guy, the hitman, and the new body that the hitman drags in.
Oh my god, you're right. There's 9 people.
Yeah.
I don't even count.
9 people
9
in a
people.
7.5 minute film.
Jesus, that's more than 1 a minute.
Yeah. And all of them get like an
2
introduction.
of them are dead.
Yeah. Well, there's the 2 runners that come in that are introduced at the same time, and then there's the hitman and the dead body. I guess the dead body's not really a character, but like
No.
they both come in at the same time. But
And the dead body and the guy who
they're next to
supposedly
each
killed
other.
him.
Yeah. So like, there's a couple of like double ups, but for the most, like, there's a couple of individual introductions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of a waste of time.
It's really weird.
Yeah, it is really weird. I think that the biggest takeaway for me is the first half feels so disconnected from the second half,
Yeah.
and then the second half feels so disconnected from the third bit.
Yeah.
I guess it's not halves, thirds, you know what I mean. Like each act feels so disconnected from the next one. There's nothing between them. They change the ideas in each section
Yeah.
so drastically.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I just realised we didn't do an Alexopsis.
Oh, we didn't. Do you want to do it now?
I was gonna say, yeah, should we do it now?
It's a bit late. I can edit it back in.
We can. No, we should leave it at this point, but act as if like we're doing it at the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I've just finished the synopsis.
Okay. Do you want to hear the Alexopsis?
Yeah, I do actually.
Wow. So I guess we're just calling sketchy short films now.
Is that the running theme of this series?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of the calls.
Yeah.
You need to act like you didn't know. I thought it was a. It was.
Whoa! You think it's a sketch?
Yeah, Jake. I think actually this is more of a sketch than a short film.
That's crazy to me because this is such a short film.
But would you say it is funny all the time, like a sketch?
No.
End podcast. Would you put this above?
I would not.
You sure?
Yes.
What would you do if I put this above Tickle Monster? Like after everything I've said, I'm like, you know what? Actually, I do think it's better than Tickle Monster though.
Tickle Monster is also a hot mess.
The Tickle Monster itself is a hot mess. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah. It's definitely not the worst one we've watched. That's bust up.
I quite like. I like a lot about this.
Yeah,
film.
Same. I
like
did not enjoy it.
Yeah, and I think that it's one of those ones where you can take a lot away from it as a creator, like as the director or writer, whoever. I reckon that they can, hopefully, because it's won a bunch of awards, so maybe they think this is like amazing.
Yeah, no,
and, like, I think
and
a
it
lot
is
of people-
well made.
It is very
it's not
good, like,
bad.
but I feel like it's one where you can learn so much from it.
Yeah.
And I hope they do, and I hope they make something incredible next.
Yeah, and if they don't, I want nothing to do with them anymore. I want them to quit.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
We'll cancel them.
Yes, finally.
Our first cancelling.
Yes!
Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. My mouth is empty of words.
It was so full.
It was.
Yeah, my mouth's empty of words too.
Cool.
Should I do an outro?
Yes, please.
Ooh, it's the short take. Ooh, with Alex and Jake. They review short films on the internet and talk out of their ass.
Great, I love it.
Thank you. I recorded it weeks ago. You hear it every week.
I do, I know. And somehow extra words keep getting added in.
They don't. You're just listening more and more.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I just pause it too quickly some weeks.
Oh my god, you pause it.
Sorry, isn't that how you edit?
No.
Pause and cut.
No.
Everything after the first 3 seconds.
Idiot. Okay.
Yeah, cool. So, film will be linked below. Mm-hmm. All of our socials will be linked below.
Every single one.
Every single one. I don't think a single person has clicked on any of those links.
You never know.
You never know. I don't know. Have you gained any Letterboxd subscribers?
Yeah, but not from this.
I've not. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
We'll see you next time. You'll hear us, but we'll see you. Almost forgot.
And we always say it like it's the letter C in you.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Maybe you do that. I don't do that.
I always do that.
Well, I think you just made an absolute fool of yourself.
No.
And you're gonna have to live that down for the rest of your time on this.
Have
rock.
to live it down.
You don't. You can own it. It won't do you any good.
No, I know.
Okay, bye.
Bye.